1, 2. The major bird sends a minor thud on the beaches where you've been sunning. I can't take your word over things I've heard about how you've been since you've been running. I'm coming for your love, and listen out the way. I'm coming for your love. Now won't you let me stay? There's a dry coat of wood and quiet surf at your parents' place in the country. There's an old stack of books and a deck of cards and canned food in the pantry. I'm coming for your love, and listen out the way. I'm coming for your love. Now won't you let me stay? Lately the scenery couldn't get you. I know you let it get you down. Halifax could never get you. You're much too cool to stick around. Lately the scenery couldn't get you. I know you let it get you down, 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 down. Coming for your love, yeah, listen out the way. I'm coming for your love. Now won't you help me stay? Coming for your love, yeah, listen out the way. I'm coming for your love. Now won't you let me stay? I was born and raised in Nova Scotia, and being a Blue Noser is like a big part of my identity. The music that I make is like influenced directly by like Halifax bands from like the Super Friends. I love Thrush Hermit, Joel Plaskett, Flashing Lights. These are things that are like deeply embedded in the way that I hear music. But when I first came to the Yukon in 2016, I was immediately transfixed. Dawson City there's no place else like it. If I'm asked like what's special about making music in the Yukon, it's everything. Like from the environment itself to the people, it collects interesting people and rejects people who aren't. And so that thing is like, there's nothing else like it in Canada.
It's our first time playing together.
Yeah, this is like a first try.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing. Like we spent the day together yesterday just bopping around, going to thrift shops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like it's been going really well. I really enjoy playing Alex's tunes. So it's been a pleasure. And yeah.
Selena's like a seasoned pro. And as I described myself earlier, I'm a little bit of like a quirky rock and roll gremlin. So we have a great dynamic together because she makes me tighten up, and that feels real good.
I hate music, put the rose to my nose and feel sick. And I have mixed, and I have poured. this poison in mine own ears. I know I hate music, and my friends triumph with jealousy. I'm sick, and the wolf I have cried far too many times. Its curse is rehearsed, now it lives here, and its threshold I shake, as if this moment held all of redemption's fate. Sometimes you look at me like I'm selling coat hooks to those without coats. Pyramid scheme to hang a maze of almost meanings on the simple feeling of being caught in the rain of your gaze and your threshold. I shake like page paint, so close against another thing. Oh, uncertainty. Least around this town you drove me, on the way to the brink and back to the bank, where I put up a roll of found coins against the vastness of all to you I owe. I shake like a freezer muscle close to meaning and seizing in the threshold. I escape. Charlie Brown Christmas, Linus's dumb smile on my face, and your threshold I taste, the tongue taste of new words, for language is swallowed.
Who are some of the music makers who inspire you to push back against fascism in music?
Interesting.
Maybe not music.
Yeah, maybe not so much music. It's like definitely I try to kind of situate everything in the political context that we exist in. So writing a love song, for instance, like without, I don't know, just like it being so like just a love song without, spilled my coffee. Where how does that love exist in the context of what is happening in the world? Like it feels kind of like this weird like decadence to be able to just write a love song and sing a love song that just ignores all the world's problems in a way, you know? Yeah.
pretty much nailed it there, yeah.
Yeah. But in terms of like other, like The Clash is like a really great like political band that like stuck to their guns and principles, and I think that's kind of guns is not the right word in that context at all. But yeah, just in terms of like other bands that
Music.
yeah.
But you're influenced by literature a lot too, right?
Yeah, a lot of books and stuff. I got really into Billy Bragg this winter as well. Love that. Yeah. Anyways.
Every story has a good side and a bad side, and there's no sad side. Though this one is still unfinished, you can't help when that spine rips, pages diminish. With this hand, I will write how I meet my end. With your tone, you contradict what I intend. Tell me, will anyone read between the lines? Use the invisible ink to see the truth left behind. Somewhere in it all, somewhere in it all, somewhere in it all, water runs clean. Water runs clean. You know when you've really seen an angel, it comes after you done dance in the depths of death with the devil. Neither one ever tells you what to do. Up to you to write the script and to follow it through. And I let the stain soak my skin. Well, I'll use it later to handwrite repents of my sins. With this hand, I will write how I meet my end. With your tone, you contradict what I intend. Tell me, will anyone read between the lines? Use the invisible ink to see the truths left behind. Somewhere in it all, somewhere in it all, somewhere in it all, water runs clean. Well, somewhere in it all, somewhere in it all, somewhere in it all, water runs clean. Water runs clean.
such a tight knit community like around nature has really inspired the music you create today?
Yeah, I would say so. I think I take a lot from a lot of my writing in the early times, like in Dease Lake and stuff, is spent writing like outside, either by the fire or like on a trailer in a cabin. So I would say it heavily influenced the words I use and the maybe melody that comes to my head. So yeah, I would say it's in my blood.
And so you're down south in Edmonton right now, but last year you went a whole lot further down south to Nashville, Tennessee. What was it like being 5,000 kilometers away down in Music City, USA?
It was incredible. It seems like, sometimes things happen and you're like, I'm supposed to be in this moment in time. Getting kind of a lottery slot to play at Bluebird Cafe was like a huge highlight, and I'll never forget that. And not really actually knowing, because I'd never watched like the show Nashville or anything. People are like, you're playing on the Bluebird. I actually didn't know maybe the gratitude about it until I kind of like did a little research, and I was like, oh dang! Then it got me more amped and more scared. But it was so cool. It was. And it also made me feel really proud to come from the Yukon as well. Being there, I was excited to come home and realize that we have such a strong artist community in the Yukon. And yeah, I was like, it was really inspiring, and like going to the Grand Ole Opry, and I just loved it. But I was really excited to be like, wow, we have like a high caliber of artists in our territory, and it was cool to feel like that I could, sing I sang with a few bands when I was there at a few different places, and it felt like, didn't feel like little fish in the big city. It felt like big fish in the big city. I'm here to play.